The US men kicked off 2021 in some style, beating Trinidad and Tobago by 7 goals to 0. Kasey, Keller and Steve Cherundolo with me. Twitter would have me believe you're going to win the World Cup now in 2026, Kasey.
If we could play Trinidad, sure. and this Trinidad side, which, well, look, it's a difficult situation in Trinidad. You know, they had the federation was suspended by FIFA. You had the domestic league shut down all of last year. It was tough. And, you know, they tried to put a team together last minute because the U.S. was trying to play Serbia, and because of different COVID lockdowns and visa issues, Trinidad stepped up and came and played when they knew darn well that they weren't ready to play this match. But, you know, don't take it away from the U.S. that you can only play the team that's in front of you. And, you know, some players got some opportunities and came out. I thought Jonathan Lewis, you know, looked like an option maybe going forward with this pace out wide, creating them some great situations. Matt Turner got his debut in goal, had really nothing to do but a silly penalty late, and he was able to come up with the big save. So, you know, maybe Gregg learned a couple things in this match, but for the most part, he probably learned 10 guys that he'll never call back again.
And that's the issue, isn't it, Steve? Because we've talked so much about the abundance of talent that are now plying their trade in Europe, and that's who these guys are competing with.
Yes, and it's great to see that, you know, all these new players getting caps, gathering this valuable experience as an international friendly. And it's great to see that they're scoring goals. I mean, you still have to go out and create chances, cause mistakes for the defenders, and put those chances away. So these are all good signs, but there's always that question mark. There'll be an asterisk that right next to the scoreline. Can they do this against top quality opponents? Can they do this in World Cup qualifiers away and at home? And but I do think, you know, as Kasey said correctly, I think Gregg will take away what he thought he probably was able to take away from this game, and they'll grow on that and move forward. And I think really the players are the big winners here. They're going to have some experiences to remember, and they can take this confidence into their MLS season.
Is January camp worth it, Kasey?
I think it kind of depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as almost an under-23 camp with getting some of your veterans back touching the ball, as opposed to having a 3-4 month break because maybe they got knocked out early in MLS, and with not knowing when exactly the MLS is going to start. Yes, they've set a date, but there's still some question mark on that. So, I mean, there are, I think, some benefits, but if you're truly preparing, let's say Gregg had a World Cup qualifier in March. No, this didn't help at all, because this isn't going to look anything like the side that's going to play in March. So yes, there's some benefit, but pretty minimal.
Let's talk about some of the players who, of course, didn't feature in January camp. One is Chris Richards. It's confirmed that he's made that loan move, Steve, from Bayern Munich to Hoffenheim. Looks like a great move for him.
It's an excellent move, especially moving forward or thinking forward to next season, where Bayern is going to have some trouble in their back line. They will most likely lose 2 of their starters, Alaba and Boateng. And, you know, there have been players before him who have made this move. You know, thinking back of Serge Gnabry, who made the move to Hoffenheim, where he flourished into a German national team player and is now a starter at Bayern. A defender in Philipp Lahm, we all remember that name. Wasn't able to break through early on in his career at Bayern. Went to VfB Stuttgart for 2 years. The rest is history. World champion, Champions League winner, and all of that. So he's in good company, and I think this is a very smart move for him. Now it's imperative now that he gets some time on the field and he learns, and he knows the ins and outs of the Bundesliga, his new club, and just grows as a player.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.